Welcome aboard, fellow enthusiasts, as we embark on another incredible video. It's a pleasure to have you join us as we uncover the secrets of Danny Seraphine. Daniel Peter Seraphine, born August 28, 1948, is an American drummer, record producer, theatrical producer, and film producer. He is best known as the original drummer and a founding member of the rock band Chicago, a tenure which lasted from February 1967 to May 1990. Let's transition to early life and uncover its significance. Daniel Peter Seraphine was born in Chicago to John and Mary Seraphine. The family lived in the Dunning neighborhood on Chicago's northwest side. He started playing drums at the age of 9 while attending St. Priscilla Catholic grade school. When he was 15 years old, Seraphine withdrew from Steinmetz High School. Outside of school, he joined a local gang called the Jets. In December 1965, after deciding to quit as a professional drummer, he was invited to join Jimmy Ford and the Executives, Dick Clark's road band. Already in the band were Terry Karth on bass and Walter Parzida on saxophone. After being let go from Jimmy Ford and the Executives when it merged with another local band, Little Artie and the Pharaohs under the new name, The Mob, the three of them were invited to join a cover band called The Missing Links. He studied privately with percussionist Bob Tiles at DePaul University, where future members of Chicago were also studying. Seraphine cites his influences as Buddy Rich, Tony Williams, Elvin Jones, Grady Tate, Ringo Starr, Mitch Mitchell, and Hal Blaine. He continued his education with big band drummer Chuck Flores, followed by 2 years of study under jazz drummer Joe Jones, also known as Papa Joe Jones, in the mid-airs. Let's now zoom in on Chicago Transit Authority and uncover the hidden gems that lie within. Early in 1967, Seraphine approached his two new friends Walter Parzida saxophone and woodwinds and Terry Karth about leaving the cover band they were in and starting a new band with a horn section. Karth switched from bass to guitar, his first love. After the addition of Lee Lonan trumpet, James Pankow trombone, Robert Lamb keyboards, and Peter Seraphine bass, the band began performing initially as a cover band called The Big Thing, sometimes called The Big Sound, before settling on Chicago Transit Authority, which was soon shortened to Chicago because of threatened legal action by the actual Chicago Transit Authority. With the foundation laid, let's embark on a journey into Chicago. Their producer and manager James William Gessier moved the group to Los Angeles, where they landed a regular gig at the Whiskey Go-Go. They subsequently obtained a contract with Columbia Records and recorded their first album, a double album, in 2 weeks. This eponymous album, Chicago Transit Authority, was released in 1969. Second only to the Beach Boys in terms of Billboard singles and albums chart success among American bands, Chicago is one of the longest-running and most successful pop and rock groups. Seraphine co-wrote several songs for the band, Lowdown, a top 40 hit for the band, the instrumentals Prelude to Ire, and Devil's Suite from the album Chicago 7, Little One, and Take Me Back to Chicago from Chicago XI, Greatest Love on Earth from Hot Streets, Street Player from Chicago XIII, Thunder and Lightning and Birthday Boy from Chicago XIV, and Sunny Think Twice from Chicago XVI. His writing partner was often David Hawk Walensky, the keyboardist for Rufus featuring Chaka Khan, although Seraphine has occasionally co-written with other members of the band like Peter Seraphine, Robert Lamb and Bill Champlin. In 1995, Street Player was sampled by the Bucketheads for the dance hit The Bomb. These sounds fall into my mind, and later by rapper Pitbull for the hit I Know You Want Me Kaliko from the album Revolution. The song samples 75, Brazil Street by Nicola Fasano vs. Pat Rich, which itself samples Street Player. I Know You Want Me has also been featured in Dance Central, the dancing game for Kinect, Dance Revolution for PlayStation 2, and Sings to Dance, the dancing game for PlayStation Move. Seraphine and Walensky also started a production company called Street Sense. Seraphine used his home studio to record demos. A deal was signed with Epic Records with the idea of fostering new talent. In 1974, During the peak of the band's career, Seraphine co-founded Beginnings, a music venue with capacity of almost 1,000 in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. Seraphine was let go from Chicago in May 1990 after disagreements with the band that were chronicled in his book Street Player, My Chicago Story. After his departure, veteran session drummer Tris Imboden joined the band in time for 21. Get ready to uncover the mysteries surrounding California Transit Authority as we navigate its intriguing terrain. In early 2006, after about 15 years of hiatus from actively playing music, Danny Seraphine debuted a new band, California Transit Authority CTA, featuring himself on drums, Mark Manila on lead guitar, Mick Mahan on bass guitar, Ed Roth and Peter Fish on keyboards, Mike Wallace on guitar, and Tower of Power singer Larry Braggs on vocals. Seraphine and Manila initially put the band together to play charity benefit shows. Their repertoire included several Chicago songs. The response from the public was strong enough to persuade Seraphine to continue and write original material with the other band members. Bill Champlin's son, Will Champlin, later joined the band as vocalist. CTA released their first studio album, Full Circle, on August 14, 2007, followed by a tour of the United States. The band's second album, Sacred Ground, was released on March 21, 2013. Former Chicago members like Bill Champlin, Jeff Coffey, Donnie Dakis, and Lourdes de Oliveira occasionally sat in with the band. As of 2022, Jeff Coffey has joined the band on a permanent basis. The current lineup as of 2022 is Danny Seraphine drums, Mark Manila guitar and vocals, Travis Davis bass, guitar, and vocals, Ed Roth keyboards, and Jeff Coffey bass, guitar, and vocals. In the upcoming section, we'll be shining a light on other activities. 2009 saw the release of Lonely Street, a film for which Seraphine served as an executive producer and a music supervisor. In 2010, he published his aforementioned autobiography Street Player, My Chicago Story. In the same year, he released the biographical and instructional DVD The Art of Jazz Rock Drumming, produced by the Drum Channel. Now, let's dig deeper into awards and achievements and unveil the hidden treasures it holds within. Seraphine has been ranked by Rolling Stone magazine as one of the top 100 drummers of all time. In 2010, Seraphine received a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Cape Breton Drum Festival. In 2011, he also won a Lifetime Achievement Award, Montreal Drum Festival. Additionally, he was recognized by the ASCAP as a co-writer of Pitbull's I Know You Want Me Calico. On May 9, 2015, the city of Chicago dedicated the 3,500 block of North Normandy Avenue on Chicago's northwest side Honorary Danny Seraphine Way. Seraphine was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Chicago on April 8, 2016. He received a Recording Academy Lifetime Achievement Award at the ENDORSEMENTS 2020. Get ready to uncover the mysteries surrounding endorsements as we navigate its intriguing terrain. Seraphine plays DW drums, pedals and hardware, Aquarian drumheads, Zildjian cymbals and drumsticks. He had previously endorsed Rogers, Slingerland and Yamaha drums in the past prior to endorsing DW in 1988. With Chicago, Seraphine used Rogers and Slingerland drums, and in the ERS, he used an array of Slingerland drum kits in both recording and touring and in a variety of configurations. He switched to Yamaha drums around 1984 before the departure of singer and bassist Peter Seraphine. In 1988, he switched to Drum Workshop, which he has been with ever since. He had previously used Pro Mark drumsticks, but eventually switched to using Danny Seraphine's signature drumsticks, a line created for him by Zildjian, and for many years, he used Remo heads. Remember, knowledge is power. Keep learning, growing, and exploring.